What's up, everybody? Iconic Repaints here. Been a long time since I did a video about a kit with all the excitement with Godzilla -1 and everything coming out around that time. But I did do this a few months ago. I'm a couple months behind. As you can see, it's Godzilla and Megaguirus by Yamakawa. I don't know really anything about Yamakawa, as I think this was probably my first encounter with them. But this kit was actually a refurbishment rather than something I built brand new. So my client had purchased this for a rock bottom price because it required a lot of fixing. The kit had ultimately broken into several pieces over the years. It was once built up and painted rather well, but over the years things definitely took a turn for the worse for it, and it needed some TLC. Now, in some ways, repairing a kit is harder and more challenging than just starting a kit fresh. There is an order to build these kits sometimes that makes your life more simple, and when you are putting something together that has already been attached in various ways, you lose a lot of those anchor points and the leverage of that you would have if you had just done the kit brand new. For instance, this is just an example. If I'm doing a kit brand new of a Godzilla kit, I want to do the eyes and the teeth and the details of the face before I attach the head, because I have all the leverage. I can move all around it and things like that. I didn't get to really do that with this. This came with a lot of pieces that were loose. This also arrived with a lot of pieces, not a lot, several pieces that were missing though, including spines, including some of Megaguirus' feet or portions of her legs that had to be sculpted all over because I'll never be able to find them. It's not like reaching out to like a popular toy company about missing pieces and having them send you new ones. I mean, this is part of the job. If you don't have the pieces, they got to be sculpted. As you see, I started working on Megaguirus, just kind of bringing her to life again, making her a little more vibrant, adding a little more life to the texture and the wings. I wanted it to look a little more alive, a little more eye-catching. You don't get too many chances to work on a Megaguirus piece. You also don't really get many opportunities to work on her with her colors, her visual aesthetic. But I did have to sculpt some of the little spikes at the tip of the wings for her, and like as I mentioned before, the feet. But once that all kind of started to happen and get attached, she was really coming along. Godzilla, the body didn't need as much work. A lot of the spines needed to be either repositioned or replaced or sculpted anew, but I feel like Godzilla was in better shape of the two. So for him, he just really needed a wash, and then it was more so dry brushing and just some detailing with the teeth and redoing the eyes all over and adding some highlights to the body and the spines. Now, one of the more frustrating things was having to position Megaguirus' lower abdomen wrapped around Godzilla's tail. That point where the sculpt of the two monsters comes together, gravity is really a bitch. It's not your friend. It's one of those pieces that, again, building it brand new, you're able to work around that, but like rebuilding it in this way, it's a lot of weight distributed unevenly. So that took a few times for that glue for the resin to really hold the weight of Megaguirus up in the air while it cured. And yeah, that wasn't a fun process at all. Now, as we're coming along, pretty much the final shots of this kit here, I mean, it's a hard kit to photograph because you're not really going to get the best angle of each monster in one picture. I mean, they're facing against each other. Megaguirus is basically perpendicular to the ground. And yeah, so This would be a nice kit if you know, to have on a Lazy Susan, have it spin around or something like that, but just doing it static poses like that, hard to really get the personality of the two monsters at the same time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is a 45 centimeter scale kit, which is a little misleading because it's really to the tip of, I believe, Megaguirus's wing, which is the high point. So the monsters themselves in scale are definitely smaller, a lot smaller. So the detail's a little challenging in certain areas. Tell me what you guys think. I really appreciate it. Everybody be safe. Peace.